Tembisa residents again taking their anger to the streets today, blocking roads with burning tires, rocks and stones, and demanding to speak to local authorities. Their frustrations are focused on a range of issues, including the rising cost of rates for municipal services like water and electricity. A meeting between residents and authorities broke down last week, failing to end the impasse. 2 people have been killed so far in the ongoing protest today. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila on the ground in Tembisa. We go live to him now. Good afternoon again, Aviwe. Earlier we saw on the streets there people still marching and police trying to clear the roads. What is the latest that's happening in Tembisa?
Well, the roads are still shut down in Tembisa, Bradan. We are some 100 meters away from the community members who are still out in their dozens. They've literally blocked Hospital View, part of Tembisa, where my colleague, Even Percy is going to move a bit closer and trying to show you what's happening on the ground. Of course, it is around the electricity tariffs that they say that they can't afford. They're saying that the elderly get paid some 2,000 Rand, yet their bills, including the water bills, are very high at 3,000 Rand, something that they say they can't afford. In fact, they say it's an issue that they've raised with the mayor some 3 months ago. They're saying that that hasn't helped. It hasn't sorted out their woes on the ground. They've had 3 protests over the last 3 months that have been protected by the police, lawful protests. They've now had enough, and this one we do understand is an unprotected protest that isn't lawful. As you even move closer, you'll see how the roads are littered with rocks on the ground. This site is a site that you'd see almost in all of Tembisa. You see there's an electricity pole here, metal pole, which they moved from the side here in blocking it off. In fact, this is the same area where the police Nyala was earlier on and trying to make its way through. It eventually was led through, as we do understand. There was also a forensic pathology services vehicle following the police Nyala, as we do understand, attending to one of the 2 people that have been declared dead here. One of them, we do understand, at the hands of the EMPD, as of course this protest has been going on from the early hours of the day. We're going to try to get closer then to the community just to get a better understanding of what is happening. As we do understand, the mayor, Tanya Campbell, is currently meeting with some of the community leaders, some 10 or so meters away from here. We're seeing a bit of hostility even as we come a bit closer to the community here, but we'll try and get voices on the ground to get the understanding of the latest. As we do understand, there is that closed meeting happening now between Tanya Campbell, the mayor, as well as the community leaders. The mayor himself has been accused of not wanting to hear the community member, saying that they're criminal in some of what we've heard from the community here. As we try now get you the latest on the ground in terms of what these community members want as that meeting is ongoing. We're seeing them just standing by at the moment, but we'll try to get the voices. They seem to be moving away here. But of course it is around those electricity tariffs, Bradan, as we've heard this ongoing throughout the majority of the day.
Yeah, so it looks like it's not going to end anytime soon. Police presence, we just saw that police Nyala earlier trying to clear one of the roads there where you were earlier, Aviwe. Police presence in and around Tembisa, what are you noticing this hour?
Well, they've been completely shut off, Bradan. Every street around here is literally littered with rocks. As we're going to move in with my colleague Persis Bia, trying to show you some of the other street inside. So it's difficult for any car to come in at the moment. In fact, the cars are being told themselves not to move around. There's some chaos on the ground, and the community is seeming to be dragging someone on the ground. Not quite sure what's happening, but we'll get closer trying to show you exactly what's happening there. But in terms of the police, it's been very difficult to come in. Okay, the community members are coming now, telling us not to come. All right, there's a bit of hostility on the ground here. Community saying that okay, let me try to get one of the community leaders and try to understand your grievances. Just your grievances on the ground here. Just some of the issues that you've come out for and talking for here.
No, one of the things the rates are on. la ha o ya le ko ra Basotho kwale every time di rente di ako dimo ba botsa re ke metsi le eng including the electricity and le batho ba sebetsang ko ra Basotho kwale they cannot even explain the statement se leng horeng ha wa
Okay. Okay, sorry, we seem to have lost the audio there. That community member speaking to Aviwe Mtila on the ground, explaining why they are unhappy. The main issue seems to be the high rates, the municipal rates, which they say cannot be explained. They have no electricity, but people are being charged a lot more electricity. Let's go back to Aviwe. Aviwe?
The microphone there, but now we seem to be back online. I'll try get more voices on the ground here as to what's happening.
Yeah, our main problem here is that our mayor is just not coming up, and she gave us a promise that she will be here, but then this is pure disrespect. Yeah. Basically, it's disrespect. She should be here to address the issue, because right now this problem is clearly out of control and people are angry, but she's still avoiding us and not giving us a word back. So Mayor, please address this issue, please.
The issue of saying Tembisa gave you votes.
Yeah.
Today you're calling us thugs. You don't know what is a thug is, more because of us. Instead of addressing the issues, you're trying to play a political game. We don't go for that.
So if we are the Totine, why did you choose to take us if when now you see us as criminalists? La khona I political party le ulandelayo ngicela isicabangisise ukuthi mawuthi we are criminalists bona bathini, so ngicela nisicabange nina political party yakhe ukuthi makasibiza ngama criminalists nina maninaye nithini.
Some of the Tembisa residents offended by the mayor allegedly calling them criminals instead of addressing the issues on the ground. They're saying that the mayor needs to come and address all the issues and grievances that they have. We do understand around the electricity hikes that they're saying that they're exorbitant, but we do understand currently the mayor is in a closed meeting with some of the community members, some 10 minutes away. We'll be going there just to get back some feedback onto how they're going to grapple with this problem. As we do understand, it's been an ongoing issue for at least 3 months now. The community saying that they are now fed up, hence they've taken and resorted to going to the streets and blockading almost every road in and around Tembisa here.
Yeah, Aviwe, I can't let you go without touching on this. Just as you were walking there, we saw a scuffle. We saw somebody being beaten to the ground, and then the community stopped our camera from showing exactly what happened. But we did catch, our viewers did catch a little bit of that. Did you get a sense of what was that local fight about there at that street corner now?
You're going to forgive me, Bratan, I'm struggling with your audio at the moment, but we're hearing that Amalungelo Etu. In fact, I'm seeing one of another community member seems to be limping. Mama, I need to get the latest on what's happening. We understand there's a meeting with the mayor, with some of the community leaders. Are you aware of what's happening in that front?
Most definitely. One of our colleagues has sent the message to us that the mayor has summoned them to come to their offices. We're waiting for the response as to what has taken place, because we didn't want to be in denial of what the mayor has said to us, because at the end of the day that's what we wanted, to sit with the mayor so that he can listen to our complaints. So we'll wait for them to go and come back and give us the feedback as to what has taken place. But whatever that has happened here, this is not what we are here for. As much as we know that each and every person has its own vendettas, so this is due to the influence of alcohol. We like to apologize for whatever that you've seen, and it's not be publicized in the media. So we're waiting for the response from the mayor, from our colleagues, to give us the feedback as to what has transpired, and then we will take it from there. But at the moment, that's what we're waiting for.
And what exactly then do you want your colleagues that are there to address to the mayor?
We want them to address that. Least that the mayor should do is to understand that you are African people. We are most vulnerable peoples. We need the flat rate. Even if they should say maybe they cannot afford the flat rate, but the rates that we are paying in Tembisa, least they should be adhered. Least they should be be reduced, unlike what we're paying at the moment. Let's pay like all other Eguruleni places, East Rand or whatever, so that at least we can balance, not high rates as we pay. So if the mayor
Do you think your rates in Tembisa are different from other rates in Gauteng, for example?
Most definitely. In Tembisa, we pay a lot of money. I don't want to lie. We pay a lot of money. You go to East Rand, the people are having heaters. All their rooms are having heaters because they don't pay for electricity. But with us in Tembisa, we cannot do that. In Soweto, you go to Soweto, they don't feel winter. But in Tembisa, we do feel that. Each and everything, it has an impact to Tembisa residents. Hence, we're saying this that she can do is to understand our situation and listen to our frustrations.
And what happens when you address this with the municipality, or have you even attempted to address it with the mayor before?
As we said earlier on, we tried to request the mayor to come down, but unfortunately she couldn't do that. All the time she sent the MECs and MMCs. The community is saying they request the mayor to come down and talk to us. We don't need the MMCs, neither the MECs. So we highly appeal to the MEC not to call us criminals, because to the mayor not to call us criminals, but come to us as human beings, to listen to our complaints, to listen to our frustrations, because really for Tembisa, it's really frustrating us. If you can look at now on the street, there's water that's running here. And that water that is running on the street, it's been running here since morning. It's not a first day thing. This has been happening for the past 2 weeks. Each and every day we're running short of water. At the end of the day, they're going to count whatever that is happening here to us as residents to pay and cover the cost of what had happened. We don't want that to happen. So we highly appeal. We really need this to come to an end. We don't want this to happen or to continue. We don't want to see ourselves going on like all other areas of Soweto, of Tembisa. The strike, you find it taking close to 4 or 5 days. But we highly request the mayor to listen to our colleagues and take that to consideration. Whatever they're going to put into table, let her take it into consideration.
Okay, thank you very much. An appeal to Tanya Campbell, the mayor of Ekurhuleni, to listen to the community of Tembisa and their woes. They're saying that, in fact, the electricity here is quite exorbitant, not the same pricing as areas such as Soweto, where in the majority of electricity is free there. They're saying that it's winter time, and in fact, they do feel the bite of winter because they can't afford the high electricity rates that they're faced with. It's an issue that they say they've tried to address with the municipality itself over the last 3 months. They've been calling for Tanya Campbell to come and adhere, and listen to their complaints. They're saying that has felt on deaf ears. In fact, they've just received in retaliation complaints and insults, saying that the mayor has said that they are criminals in Tembisa for carrying out these protests. It's something that they say they don't want to be dragged out forever. Hence, they're hoping that that closed meeting that's currently happening at the moment with the mayor, Tanya Campbell, comes to some sort of conclusion and comes to some sort of closure in terms of them being accommodated and their electricity woes being accommodated.
Thank you very much, Aviu Mtila, there on the ground in Tembisa.